Hi guys, welcome here at my channel. My name is Herman of the Woods. I like to make my own stuff and I like a simple life. So let's share and prepare and repair and let's inspire each other. Today's video is about my Canadian canoe, the Sportspal. But we have a guest and he brought a Tomahawk, an American canoe, inflatable. Here you see Wouter, our special guest of today, and he's putting some air in his seat. He's going to put some air in his canoe, and these canoes they just roll like any other canoe. They're very stiff. This is kind of special canoe. He and the owner before him, they made a sail canoe out of it. It's more like a catamaran. I believe that I put in some pictures of that. Yeah, here we have a picture of that. So it's kind of huge. It's got a mast of 4 meters and it feels pretty good. Today there is a lot of wind and he had to do some reparations on the sail parts. So we're going to use our electro motors. Wouter, he's got a 33 pounder. I do have a 66 pounder. And we had to make some sort of an installation with a part of the mast and some bandages and ropes. But we made some sort of a construction. Well, actually, Wouter did, and so his engine is attached to his canoe, and without falling into water, very good. He got himself into the canoe, and it's kind of tricky finding the balance because there's quite some ways because there's a lot of wind and the boat is not really in balance because this engine is pretty far out. So, but he managed, and well, we're gonna sail with the motor. Sounds kind of weird, huh? We sailed, but we hit the water. We're filming each other, so that was me filming Wouter, and here's Wouter filming me. Well, you can see that there is quite a bit of wind, and the clouds are pretty dark. Here it's actually raining a lot. We're wearing our Juan Tigres raincoats, capes, and try to stay dry. Well, actually, we stay dry. And the dog's got his own fur, so he's not wearing a coat. Well, the engines perform pretty well. You see, I do pedal here, and I'm adjusting my head here because it's blowing off all the time. Normally, I would, of course, do a J stroke with my Canadian canoe, but because I have the engine on the other side, my power is being compensated by the electromotor. So what I do, I just push it just sort of against the wind, and then I'll make my strokes on the right hand side, and that way I can go pretty fast actually because I don't have to make the correction in the J stroke. Okay, weather is getting worse, but we're still having fun, a lot of fun. It's great to do these kind of activities with other people, and you know, talk about things, inspire each other and all. Here we just have a break on one of the islands in this area, and have a cup of hot tea, and we had some canoe talks and some personal talks. Well, it was nice, but of course we didn't stay there all day, so we continued, and here we're back on the water again, and there was a lot of dark clouds above us. And the dog is having a pretty good time too. Always on the outlook. Well, I have to say this day, this route, he fell in the water. She fell in the water. I have to say that it's a girl, and right before the beach where we were landing. Um, she thought she could jump out, and no, she was too quick. Okay, here you see that I turned my engine open. It's got 5 positions, in this position 5. Wouter has also 5 positions on his engine, and um, we'll make up to, in between 6 and 10 kilometers per hour. And so it's, well, we're not really racing, but for a canoe, this is pretty fast. And I can still make my strokes with my paddle, and that way we can make quite some speed actually. And it's quite easy to steer with the paddle. And I probably should be sitting a little more in the middle of the canoe, put my weight in front, or put more weight in the front. Probably would be going any faster. Wouter had the same problem, but with the Tomahawk, these seats are sort of fixated, so it's not really that easy to put them more in front. Here, Muska has fallen in the water, and that's a dog. And I'm collecting some mint here, and we're throwing sticks to get the dog dry because she fell in the water. And well, I just collect some mint so I can make tea when I get home. I dry it there, and so we have some really nice tea. Well, after that, we continued our trip. We went to the main river. We didn't really enter the river because it was streaming too fast. So we returned, and we were just fiddling around with our engines, our electromotors, and just making some comparisons. And we adjusted Walter's engine also. We put it more close to the boat itself. That was an advantage. It worked a lot better. And what else can I say about that? Well, you see, we're just having a good time in that boat. Here you see this engine is more close to the boat, and he's showing that his turns are more easy, and his speed is improving too. So a lot of advantages. Of course, you have to be careful that you don't damage the boat with a propeller of the electromotor, but it worked out fine. So he's doing a little ballet in his canoe, showing off with his motor and his art of steering. We even got a little sun that day, so we had rain, we had wind, we had sun. It was beautiful. So then we're heading back. Had a wonderful day. And well, these boats are really different, but it was very comparable. We could get along pretty good. Here we're back in the harbor, very sunny, out of the wind, and Wouter he's landing his boat, and then he's gonna deflate it. I'm gonna take. Here he is pulling the plugs out. And, air is coming out, and
okay, hetzelfde hier.
Right, and then he is able to fold it into a package, and can be transported to his car. I took out all the stuff in there in my canoe, so the engine and the battery and all that, and put some wheels underneath so I can walk it home. To lift the boat with all these heavy things in there, that doesn't really work. But that's it, folks. just going to show you some mint that I harvested here. I'm going to make some really nice tea. We're going to dry it. Well, we had a look at the Tomahawk of Wouter from Eden and my North Bay, Ontario, Canada Sportspal canoe, and we fiddled around with our electric engines. I hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe so you get a notice of my other videos that I make. Comments, you can leave them below, and of course thumbs up. And I say thank you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.